One war more artists now. So Merciless now hear the whole thing go on that door. I said, but what lad?
Because you have to remember, they know you in songs you have some counteraction stuff, but they don't know you as a clash, like you're gonna stand up and clash on a show. They didn't know you as that type of person.
No, they don't know me as that kind of person. So no, now they're saying, boy, the only man who look like him can cool me is Merciless. So we say, well, if Merciless ready, me ready. So I guess Merciless here while go on him here say me do the whole thing there with General B them and Monster them and thing, and then Merciless say I want to that little boy Ray. So Merciless start do some little talk now, and I say all right, you know. But Bright Light was the one who go to Merciless and say, yo, him think me and him for war. And think so Bright Light the book a show. And Bright Light say him going to have me on the show and Merciless on the show. But it's not no war thing. So I say, all right, no problem. I'll go do the show. Merciless do the show or whatever you. But then now I started seeing some board put up out there with KIPRICH versus Merciless at the show. I'm saying, no, Mr. Bright Light, this can't work. You can't just put on a clash just like that, you know what I mean? Like, and you don't tell me nothing about that and all of them kind of thing there. See, in clash or something where you have to go prepare for now and all of them kind of thing there. And plus, you have to pay me that kind of clash money there for me to clash. So, Bright Light didn't even upset about it because I send back the money to him. The money will be paid for me do the show because you pay for me do a regular show. So I send back the money and I said, no, you're promoting something that he didn't tell me about. So I'm not doing it. So Merciless take that now as an opportunity for some run from him. This is how me and Merciless war now. No? People never know this. You know? Merciless took up that now and Merciless did the interview and all of that and say, me run like one fool. You know? So we say, all right, you are below. Sting coming up. I said, no, the first place, Follow the Arrow was coming up before Sting. So I say, all right, Ennis, I'm ready for war, Merciless, and I'm ready for war in my air show. And they say, yeah, man, we organize it. Anyway, I went over there, called out Merciless, him don't come. But Merciless then went on stage after me and said, oh, KIPRICH, go Ray, your mama. And the people, they wasn't having that. So they clap and booed Merciless that time and things. So, you know, that even make him upset more now because so they got interrupt him thing now. So now him want war me now. Say, I'm going to put me in my place now. So this is how the whole thing start up for Sting. So I know that this is Merciless. I'm going to war. This is a lyrical artist also. His voice is huge. He knows about war. He's a war artist. So, Kipo, you cannot take this one light at all. You have to do some research. And you have to be on your A game to war Merciless. Because he'll just call you down and make you look like one idiot. You understand? So, I have to have all of these self-talk with myself. You know? And I said, boy, I'm going to do this thing, you know. I'm going to do this thing, I'm going to war Merciless. And a lot of people ask me, if people are around me, yo, you sure, Kipo? My name is Merciless, mash up your career, you know. Remember, I said Merciless killed 3. You know, remember, I said the Giants, them in a dance hall, Beanie Bunted, Ninja Man. Remember, Merciless just kill Ninja Man when him ready and them thing they have to keep it, you're going to mash up your career. I said, no, man. I'm going to do this. I put my head to it, and I'm going to do this. And I do my research upon him, watch him war them. I watch Ninja Man war. I start watch every war now on YouTube. I start flick up every war and start watch them. Cause I say, me have to defeat Merciless. Me I go all out. So I went down to Lee Mason funeral parlor. I link him and I said to him, can I rent a casket? Because I want a real casket to go on stage. Everybody always come in some board box thing, and you know, but I want a real casket on stage as my prop, because I go to war Merciless, and this is not a joke war, so I can't go with nothing with said joke. Put carrying a little board box thing, that is joke. So I have to show the people that I am ready to war. This man is a giant war man. This I go and war now. So Lee Mason, all right, him agree. Say, all right, I have to pay insurance in case anything do it. So I have to pay down some money for, you know, for him whole and plus rent it. And I tell him more Merciless name and the thing. He said, he can't. He can't put it on it like that. But him will get something like maybe we can paste on it. I think so we can take it off back if anything or whatever. So I say, yeah, man, however you can do it. But I want Merciless name on the casket. He say, all right, boy, I go all out though. I say, yeah, man. Anyway, I got the casket and have like, may I build up a tons of lyrics. May I build up and them thing there. Figure war him. And when I do, I keep my head clear, because normally like right through the year, you know, I'm not a drinker like that, but I drink occasionally. And if I go to parties and them thing, them I drink. So what I do, I say, if I go into this war with a clear head, this is how I prepare myself, you know. I don't even tell people these things, you know. I stopped drinking liquor from September. Okay. When I was doing Sting, every year when I have Sting, I don't drink no form of liquor from September. That is where I start preparing myself mentally for the show. That's how serious I took it. So, no drinking, I keeping a clear head going in, exercising and all of that. So I keep my head clear. And then when it come up to the timing now for the show, I mean, I building lyrics and all of them kind of thing there. But what happened in most of my clashes, them, I build some lyrics and I don't get to do them. Because when you expect your opponent for talk about car, him don't talk about that. Him talk about light post. So now, me have to quick thinking and build up something in my head. Quick, like a fast. I build a four line in my head. Like while I'm DJing, 4 line coming in my head. And then as 4 line come, the next 4 line going to come. Because that's the lyrics go. You pick a rhyme, all right. If him say something about example, him say I'll find a nice example. Just a little example more I find. Example, him say, all right, I go and shoot it through the headphone. See? And you see, if that's the line the crowd respond to, that's the line I go and attack. This is the thing I tell you, I don't tell people these things. But I mean, you don't know that everybody can do it that way still. You know what I mean? But that's the line I attack. So if it's a shooting through the headphone, when you up the attack and I attack about shoot me through the headphone and what have you, me alright, me know me go start back from the line. You say shoot me through the headphone, you can't do that because you're running in my dead zone. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, and from a start, the first two line and thing, my flow it go right there. So, and then I might switch the rhyme, because if the rhyme kind of limited, I might switch it. Mm-hmm. And all of this is quick. You have to think this very quick. So you have to have a clear head doing this, you know. And I don't know. Sometimes I say some things up there. Me I say no. It's after the show when me I listen, but me I say shit. Me they said that, you know, because you just in the whole.
You're in the zone
at the moment, and you know things are flow through your heavens and all of them kind of thing there, you know, and you get that this adrenaline thing, you know, pumping because the crowd, and from your start, say something, you start get the forward, you go deeper and deeper and deeper, and you know it work. So with Merciless now, when I bring the casket and thing and Ray and I have it backstage, and me and him start now and start the whole thing and I go on, you know, because me a mock about the whole grandpapa thing, and me I say my grandpapa. Somebody have a song when me do about the whole grandpapa thing. Mm-hmm. You know, him hear the song and him counteract the song too, and him think that. So when do know feel like mess up my grandpapa lyrics, you know, him come out there like a grandpapa. This is a step out there, you know. So that is like a counteraction for when me go say, so all right, if me DJ about that now, it not go so effective because him step out that way there. Yeah, all right, you say me a grandpapa, yeah, I am a grandpapa. So what you have to say after that though? You know what I mean? So all I put the lyrics to do, I put the lyrics away where even if you do that, it's still gonna knock you. You know? So I did that out there and thing and Ray. I mean, you don't know how says that, so him talk too thing and him get too forward to and Ray. Me no make that shake me. But just hold a composure up the same way because I know me have plan out and thing. And I just go at him. Him say what I say, I find quick response to the you know, to the thing that we must say and all them kind of thing. And get for defeat him. You know, bring out the casket. I know that going to show him half him foot. You know, so them see the casket and say a real casket out. Even the crowd it show off. You know, one time even the MC I run from the casket when them see the real casket coming around there.
Because it's not the made up one like a cardboard or something that somebody put together. This is the real deal, boss.
The real deal coming here right now. So when they saw that, they saying, no, this man different. This man take this thing to our next level, yo. And things, so yeah. So the people have see that, oh no, KIPRICH warring is no joke now. He's officially a war man for true. You know. So me end up get for me like them start labeling me the king of clash now.
Mm-hmm. This podcast is brought to you by www.twolinesmusica.com.